Hey everybody, Makeup by Nicole. I'm making this video as requested about what I use on my face. Now I clean my face, I have my hair undone, just like stuck up, literally, out of the way. And I'm gonna go right to it. I've been using, it's like kind of like my current favorite stuff right now, is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. I got it at CVS, as you can see. I really like this stuff. It had to be like $12 or $13, but it was really good. And since my face is already cleaned, I'm going to go right to it and put that in. It's got a very white silver shine to it, which I am currently really loving for the illumination with my silver hair, you know. I have a gold one as well, and I have one without any at all. But my personal opinion right now is go with the silvery shine with the silver hair. I mean, duh. So I'm going to just massage that into my face. My hands are clean as well. Mind my skin not looking good. It's the baby hormones getting to me. I'm going to dip some on my nose and rub it all in nice. And as you guys can see, it really does make a nice shine. I look nice and greasy now. You can also actually, let's say you don't use it as a primer, you can use a regular primer, and you're actually able to even mix this with your foundation to give an illumination directly that way, but I don't do that. I like to use it as a primer. I feel like it works good. So, I mean, it's considered a primer, but it's also used, it says in the back that you can actually mix it with foundation to give a light illusion. So that's cool. Then I like to use my stipple brush to apply my foundation, which I do first. I'm using, because it goes with it, True Match Lumi by L'Oreal in color N1-2, which is a soft ivory color, or a classic ivory color. Oh, sorry. And I'm just going to smush that in the back of my hand, a couple nice drops of it. I'm going to dab my brush in, and I'm going to just put that all over my face. As you can see, do it like, just get it around, whatever. And then I'm just going to start blending. I like to start by the bottom of my neck, making sure, and into the ear. Make sure that everything looks natural. And I'm going to slowly bring it up one side to the other. I do it in circular motions. It's just a preference. I find that it blends better than me going like up and down like I'm painting, because I'm kind of painting, but I'm kind of not painting. I mean, my face isn't paper. Yeah, the lighting in my, yeah, there we go. And I'll just pull it to the side. I switch hands. I'm not a one-handed brush person. And I go in and I blend. I feel like it's a good match to my neck because that's the place you're supposed to match your color, your undertone. You press down on your hand and you see how I got like that very yellowy, because I'm Italian, I'm very ivory, and olive, excuse me. So I use that, and I use the color of my neck to kind of pick the right facial color. You never put it directly to your face, or use like what you see on your face to pick your face color. So I'm trying to relax my forehead. I'm wrinkly. And I'm going to blend and blend. Make sure I get in all those creases. I'm going to gently make sure it goes into the hairline without getting it into my hair. Do that. So now I have my face with, I don't put it over here because I obviously save that for my eyeshadow primer and then eyeshadow itself. So I primed, I added my foundation. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, it's just, like I said, my current, I have other ways to do this, but it's my personal new favorite. I like using the under eye concealer and highlighter from e.l.f. The duo. It's very cute and it works pretty well. Now I'm going to go in with that first, and I'm going to go as close as I can to the eyelash line, the lower one, bringing that into a triangle in my face. I'm trying to do this fast so you guys aren't watching the longest video ever. And I'm going to pull that in to a pretty triangle like this. So you want your face to look something like that. Hang on one second. So something. All right. And what I'm using right now, which is a favorite of mine, you can use them wet. I'm just not going to do that right now because it takes time. I have a cute little sponge brush, literally a sponge brush. Instead of the sponge by itself that you hold, it has a handle, which is really cute. I got it in CVS for like $8 or $9. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to smudge it. And I'm doing small patting motions, just up and down slightly, not pressing too hard. Just trying to make sure that it covers everything and blends nicely. Dun, 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 like this. And then quickly to the other side. I really do feel like it gives a nice removal of your baggage area. That's right, I said baggage area. And then I do that. Step 2 of your under eye highlight concealer combo. I'm gonna take. I'm not doing anything as far as putting powders on or anything, because I want these to actually blend into each other a little bit, but I'm not going to go as high. I go based on where my natural darkened area is right here, and I'm actually going to fill it in from that point. And I'm going to pull that down into a triangle. I feel like it helps illuminate better than doing it from all the way under my eye. I've tried it. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem to work for me. So I pull that into about where that little sad, sorry eye bag is. And I'm gonna make another triangle. Basically just a lower triangle. And don't mind if you want to like pull it into that where your bags start, like you know how they kind of go, you can put it in there. And I close that. Using the same sponge brush, I don't switch them because I want the foundation color to blend with it. I'm gonna pat that out. I actually do pull it up like that above my cheekbone, aiding in what I'm going to do later for my highlight itself. So I just kind of blend that in. I don't know if you can see good. My lighting's really bad. Haven't figured out a solution to that yet. All right. Dabbing small. And I'm still going into a circular motion as I dab to make sure that it blends evenly. You know, you don't want to have it be too noticeable. Now, that's what that looks like, right? Okay, perfect. So then what I like to do before, because I feel like it sticks well, a lot of people now will just put a powder over and stuff like that to set it. I do that, but I like to go in with this first because it makes a huge difference, and then I'll cover everything. This is the True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminator, which kind of goes with the trio of the primer with the foundation. Now, I picked the one that, if I can remember the darn color, is Ice Glaze. They have a lot of them. They were more with the earth tone, more browns and stuff. This one in particular has like blue, a purple, like that's a blue, that's a purple. This is a very light tan, and that's directly like white, very high shimmer. And I don't mind actually using the brush that comes with it. It's not like such a big deal. It seems to do what I want it to do. Now I'm going to try to dab evenly into each color, and I'm going to actually just put it across my face like this and pull it up. You know, I'm following that triangle, but I'm going to add it in as a highlight, so I'm using that like that. Pulling that in, and I'm pulling it up to the side. That lighting is so strange. And then I'm doing that. I'm actually going to go, because it's not too big, but I could actually do this right across my nose and adding the highlight between my eyebrows. I can do it to the bottom of my chin. Not too bad of a brush. Can't complain. Below my nose. See, actually, it does a nice illumination job. Whoa. Okay, I have to clean that. But I'll go in and kind of fill in that triangle. And as you can see by the light, I'll bring it up. That's that. Then I'll go in. Some people use foundation at this point. I'm not, because I feel like, foundation powders, setting powders. I like to use the HD powder directly now in the Sheen color. It doesn't have a color at all. It's white, clear. And I feel like that sets it so I can contour. And I feel like it doesn't cake me up because I'm oily, you know. So even with the primers and stuff, I start putting a lot of stuff on my face. It makes a difference. So I'm going to use e.l.f.'s HD powder, which I already started opening. Alright. And it's that white, as you can see as I move it. It's just white. And I'm just going to put some on the brush, and I'm going to dab it all over my face to set my foundation. And it'll hold on to that highlight I put in. And hopefully aid in not letting me look completely oiled out. And what I like is it doesn't change the color of anything that I put on. I don't have to worry about like a all over face powder changing the color. I have a few. Like this one is really nice that I have. It's very old. It's Wet n Wild color Icon in color 743A. Reserve Your Cabana. So as you see, it's old. And it's broken in pieces. It was very nice. I felt like it matched my color well. Had a nice shimmer to it. But I feel like it just sits all over my face, no matter how much primer or whatever I use. So then I do that. And then normally I do my Tyra Beauty sticks for contouring. But today I'm not going to. I'll make a video of how I do that. I mean, I've made videos before and I'll make a full face video. I'm just using my e.l.f. contour and blush palette. It's a bronzer, contour, blush, whatever. It's a little bit of everything. It looks like this. They're nice. It's not like out of, you know, crazy colors or whatever. I'm going to go in with my, 1 second, if I pull it out, it'd be great. This is a e.l.f. bronzing angled brush. I'm going to go into the bronzer, which is obviously the brown. Also contouring. And I'm going to just pull that in. Starting at the top of my ear here on an angle. And I don't go out too much because I'm skinny and I already have like a super, you see, like it's already kind of naturally there for me. So I'm just going to enhance it slightly. That's all. I'm not looking to do like a whole new face with it. It's just an enhancing tool. I mean, people can do it and really change their whole face. I'm not going to do that. And then I do go in and I add in kind of a shape like that to close out the forehead a little bit. Kind of, you know, make your face focused more here. So it's slight and I'll just blend very delicately. I'm not trying to make anything more than a shadow. I don't really have to, but I'll show you. A lot of people like to put a little bit right down here. It's preference. I normally don't, so I'm tiny. But once I start getting bigger from this pregnancy, I'm going to be using that a lot more. So then I do that. For my nose, because it's huge and Italian and definitely needs to be toned down a bit, I'm going to go in with a, pointed, it's not necessarily a smudger brush, but it's a more concentrated shadow brush. You can use it for outer corner blending. It's kind of little though, so I pretty much only use it for this. And I'll go in with that dark bronzer color, dab it lightly. Now I'm going to hold the brush towards the end so I don't put it on heavy. The closer you go to the, it's one of my days, I'm dropping everything. Okay, thank God I have my little like safe area right here. The closer you go to the tip of the brush, the more pressure you're going to apply. I don't want pressure. So again, you dab it, hold it probably by the tip, and I'm just going to lightly go into my nose, and now I'm going to create a fake shadow to make it look like my nose is smaller than it is. God, I wish it was smaller than it is. So I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to bring that up a little bit into the eyebrow, just about like, you know, giving it the effect. I don't know if you could see what I've done. Do you see the difference? How I've created a shadow here, and there's yet to have a shadow here. I'll do, you know, sometimes make sure that I add a little more into the top here to create that small nose bone. See? And then same thing on this side, just blending that up. It's very slight, but it's enough to give the illusion my nose just got a little skinnier. See it? I see it. Do you see it? Okay, I see it. And then I learned this from a makeup artist that I've actually posted a lot on my makeup group. He's a very, very great makeup artist. I think he does Wendy Williams. He does a lot of drag makeup, which is really awesome. I'll see if I can post something of his to kind of go with this. But he always likes to make a little shadow right here. I don't remember exactly why he does it, but I'm pretty sure it gives the illusion your nose just got a little smaller. So it kind of cuts off and gives that shape. Now my nose looks like it goes like that, like one of those fancy people that have nice noses, like not me. He also does this. He darkens right here to kind of give the illusion that your nostril is a little smaller. I want everything to be smaller, so I'm going to go in and do that. And now my own personal preference, I've never seen anybody else do this. I don't know if there's a law against it. I'll be honest. Something I've been doing for a while. I'll go in, and because I have like this fatso part underneath my nose, I'm going way too much about my nose right now, so don't judge. Like when you're paying a lot of attention to it, you see the problem with it. I'm going to actually go and bring that underneath, creating a little bit of a shadow to make it look like my nose is just a little smaller down there too. It's like pointed and pretty. So that's basically all I do with that. Then I'm done with this, because I've already highlighted before the middle with the Lumi, so I'm going to leave that. I don't want too much illumination where it looks like, you know, blinding you in the sun. Okay, my next brush will be my e.l.f. angled blush brush. The bristles are a little bit finer and stronger than this one. They're more loose and they bend a lot easier, as opposed to these. They're much more forceful, which means you can apply a lot more. That's what I'm doing. I'm going in with this pretty color. It's very natural, and I'm going to get a good amount on the brush. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend it into the contour. I have my preference. I don't actually go out into this area. I pull it up, blending the contour together, and I'll just pull it slightly. Old school, I guess old school 80s, you know, how they do their blush, and it goes up this way. It accentuates the cheekbones, which is, you know, some personal favorite of mine. So I'm just going to go blending that, and it also fades out that highlight so naturally. I really like the way, the difference that it makes. So yeah, that's that for like my contouring. It's pretty basic, pretty everyday, simple. If you want to see really quick, I wasn't prepared for that, so I got to find it. My primer really quick. Hang on. Can't give up on me now. It's been 20 minutes. Just have so much stuff. Anyone have any recommendations for a good storage for your makeup? What do you guys use? Comments, let me know. because what I'm using right now completely sucks. It just sucks. It's a big bin of everything, and I have no organization at all. But I want to go in with my e.l.f. primer. They have two. This one is, I believe, sheer. They have one that's like pearl, I think it's called. It's really nice and shiny if you want to do like a shiny look. But I'll go in and I'm just going to throw that on my lids. I mean, you can blend it in with the brush if you want. I do my fingers. Whatever, it's my preference. And I'll just blend that in. And I'll bring it up to the eyebrow. I'm going to cut this video short without doing my eyebrows and my eyeshadow and stuff like that. But I just want to add that I have two really great products for eyebrows. One is my Menage Brow from Tyra Beauty, which is something I use on a regular basis. And I use my e.l.f. eyebrow kit. This, I don't remember what color I use. I think it's the second to darkest. We have 3 shades. I use like the medium shade because my hair is in black, but I'm not a blonde. So, and this one is also the medium shade. It's a gel and a powder combo. So I will try to connect a picture of when I'm finally done with everything, what I look like when I do this and I add my eyeshadow. I'm really glad that you guys watch. If you have questions or if you want to see how I do it with more of my Tyra makeup, if you want to see how I use some other products that I have, just let me know. But this has been my go-to for a couple weeks now. You know, I'm kind of liking it. We'll see what comes up next. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. Please, please, it would mean a lot to me. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.